Rama Puppodu. Hope all are in good health, feeling very relaxed, having a peaceful life, and happy always. Now, let's continue with the next chapter 2. The Mother Cow. At Kurmawadi, they found shelter in a spacious rest house. Quite a crowd of villagers collected in the house to see the sadhus, whose visit to that place was a source of great delight to them. They were extremely hospitable and kind, especially a schoolmaster who arranged for milk, etc., and also a fire in their room to keep off cold. Stout logs of dry wood were kept burning all through the night. The cold was intense. The same friend procured for them, besides milk, boiled roots, kandamol. The edible roots were very delicious. He said that the long tract of forest land from Kadra to Londa railway station, measuring about some 70 miles, went by the name Dandakaranya. Sri Ramachandra, on his way to Lanka, had passed through this land. The place was Tapobhumi. The sadhu Sachin Anand, whom they had passed by beyond Karwar, had attained illumination in the forest close to their village. A small ashram was being built at the back of the village over the samadhi of a saint from the funds collected by this sadhu. The friend promised to escort them to the holy place the ensuing day. In the morning, as decided on the previous night, the kind schoolmaster took them to the ashram, which lay only a short distance from the village. The ashram was in course of construction. Nearby there ran a small stream of water in which they had their bath. After finishing their dinner at the schoolmaster's, they returned to the Dharmashala. This friend also presented Ram Charandas with some money, which he accepted. Hundreds of visitors from the village poured on them their pure and simple love. Next day, they proposed to leave the place. 15 miles from Kurmawadi lay a village named Supa. Their next halt was fixed to be at Supa. The schoolmaster sent a friend in advance to inform the residents of Supa of their visit. At about 5 o'clock in the evening, they reached Supa. They met hundreds of people on the outskirts of the village waiting to welcome the sadhus. They were duly escorted in procession to a Maruti temple on the bank of the Supa river. In the front room of this temple, they were lodged. Arrangements were also made here to burn fuel to keep the room warm. On account of the continuous rush of visitors, Ramdas had to keep awake and remain stationary day and night. So he confined himself only to milk diet. The following day was Shivaratri. There was a murti of Shiva in the middle of the river on a raised platform. Access to it was possible only by boat. The patel or village headman attended to the needs of the sadhus. He took them for the darshan of the murti on the river and also to the noted temple of Sri Ramachandra. When they returned to their seat in the Maruti Mandir, they beheld hundreds of people awaiting their arrival with offerings. Thereafter commenced a regular flow of visitors, both for the darshan of the sadhus and celebration of Shivaratri. Thousands of people from the neighboring hamlets had poured into Supa. The visitors continued to come throughout the night. When Ramdas expressed his wish to depart on the following day, the kind-hearted patel pressed him to stay a day longer, and he yielded. On the last day of their stay, a limping elderly lady, followed by her husband, came to the temple with a cup of fresh milk. The time was morning. The couple sat beside Ramdas and made him drink the milk. The husband, an overseas clerk, then told the story of the milk. He said, "Maharaj, one day, about a year ago, we found at our door a cow, which was reduced almost to a skeleton. She was so weak and emaciated from starvation that she was hardly able to walk. She dragged herself along with great effort. Seeing her pitiable condition, my wife suggested that we might give her shelter and tend her, to which I agreed. The cow appeared to have been disowned and left at large. My wife took her inside and the house and got her a place in our bedroom. She fed and nursed her with the greatest care and love. The cow grew stronger day by day. We treated her as one of ourselves. She could freely go about in the house. She was named Krishnabai. Her resting place in our room was kept scrupulously clean. Now we were occupying a rented house. Maharaj, we are poor, but we know those who are poor and honest are very near God. So we are happy. It happened that the owner of the house in which we lived came to know that we had given lodging to a cow inside the house. He protested against this and gave us notice that unless the cow was put up in a separate hut, we should vacate his house. My wife felt this very much, but would not part company with the cow. She could not even bear the idea of a separate shed for her. She appealed to me to look for another house. Kind Providence, without much effort, provided us with another house, the owner of which did not object to our having the cow inside the house. From about 6 months, we have been living in the new house. Meanwhile, the cow, as though to reward us for our services, has presented us with a cow calf, to which she gave birth only yesterday. The milk we have brought for you is Krishna Bai's first yield. We consider we have offered it to God Himself. What wealth of love and devotion! That's all, folks. Let's see in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Pupodu.